My name's Ashley. I am a practical nurse here at Cleveland Area Hospital. I work on the medical surgical floor. I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. From a kid, that is what I knew my calling was. I saw a recruiter that came to my high school, and like I said, I knew that was always my dream, and everything that he was saying was something that excited me. He talked about how it was fast-paced, very attention to detail, helping others, and everything was what I wanted. So as a junior, I enrolled in the Tech CNA program. It wasn't required for the LPN program, but I felt like it would be a good stepping stone and foot in the door. So I finished the CNA program. I was able to make more money and quit my job at a fast food place. So I was able to make that money in high school to help me get into LPN school. And I applied to the program and was accepted and started 2 weeks out of high school. I initially came to Cleveland Area Hospital in 2014. I came and worked on the same floor I'm working on now, at the medical surgical floor. There's a medical surgical floor here and an ER. With it being such a small rural hospital, you really get a lot of action from both sides. You get to see what goes on the medical surgical floor, and when they need help in the ER, you are called in there. So you get that experience too, which is a really big deal because in larger hospitals, they're separate. And there are float positions, but it's not usually as often as in a rural hospital. So you have the opportunities to learn a lot more, I think. Nursing is an extremely fulfilling job. If you want all the feel-goods at the end of most days, nursing is for you. You are helping people in their time of need, in their most vulnerable times, and they are looking for help, and they want somebody to help them, but also understand them. And you get to be that person. You get to teach them when they're scared, let them learn a new diagnosis that they may have, and go over their questions with them, and making them feel at ease really makes me just glad. They know how to take care of themselves after that better, pertaining to the certain thing that they may have going on, and they help themselves after that. And that's really what they want. They want to gain their independence back, and you're that person for them. I love working at Cleveland. I took a break. My daughter was born prematurely, and so I stayed home with her. And I knew when I got back into the swing of things and coming back to work that I wanted to be here. This is a really great hospital. Everyone is really close-knit. We all help each other. Teamwork is vital for patient success and for us to keep the hospital going and have a great work day. Everybody here is very adaptable to changes. You have to be adaptable in nursing. And we're just kind of friends. We're all teammates. Teamwork makes the dream work.
My name's Jessica Pfeiffer, and I'm the Director of Nursing at Cleveland Area Hospital. I've been here for 9 years. I started off in the ER as a wound care nurse and the education nurse, and now I'm the Director of Nursing at our facility. I've always felt that as humans, we should help other human beings, and healthcare is a good way to do that. Seeing someone at the lowest in their life and being able to make a difference, and seeing somebody at the best of their life when they have got to rehab from being injured or being sick is really rewarding. There are lots of sad parts in nursing, but there's also lots of good. So I started out as a CNA, which is a certified nursing assistant. Then I went to school to become an LPN, which is a licensed practical nurse through a career tech program through the state. Whenever I was an LPN, I bridged to an RN program, a registered nurse program at Tulsa Community College. And through my RN program, I then bridged to a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, which is a BSN. And I'm currently in school for a Master's of Science in Nursing, an MSN program at Northeastern State University.
The benefits to working in a small rural healthcare facility is that your patient load, I'm sure the nurses have touched on it, that the typical day at most you'll have is 5 patients, and that is significantly less than the bigger hospitals. You have more time to focus on the individual needs of the patient. With the HRSA, we have it's a program that the state offers that will help pay off student loan debt. and it helps nurses in these rural healthcare facilities kind of waiver that debt where they don't have to worry about it here on forward. So the loan forgiveness program does have several requirements. Obviously, working in a critical access facility, you do have to be a nurse, physical therapist, or many of the other professions listed on the actual application. But you have a service requirement of working at least 1 year in a critical access small town hospital as well. And then once those qualifications are met and you apply, the state takes however many applications a year, and they will reinstate however much percentage of your loan amount.
I love it. I continue to go to school to become better at what I do and learn more and more about it every year.